Yes, two things on that. Number one, look up a talk from my good friend Bradley Pierce. He's an attorney. He's a believer. He's solid. He believes in equal protection and abolition. He has an excellent talk on this issue of the Supreme Court. It's important for people to recognize that when Roe versus Wade was passed, it was a bunch of white men. People uphold Roe today who are leftists, and it's interesting. You talk about like what they say about white, straight, cisgender males, and it's like they gave it to you. But it was also a bunch of conservative judges that gave Roe versus Wade to us. So the court had a bunch of conservative judges, and if you look from Roe till today, there have been a number of instances where we had the opportunity with a conservative dominant court to overturn Roe versus Wade, and we didn't. So the whole idea of filling the court with conservatives who are pro-life and all the rest hasn't helped us in the past. And so I think it's in many ways, it's kind of a pipe dream. You even have somebody that was placed on the court. Which one was it? I forget who it was. He was asked the question about, did Donald Trump talk to you about Roe versus Wade and overturning Roe versus Wade? And he actually said, if he had done that, I would have walked out of his office. So there's not a lot of like deep conviction over this issue that there ought to be even as a judge. So when we consider the scenario we're in right now, no, we've been here before and it didn't help us in terms of a conservative majority on the court and pro-life people on the court. But the second thing I want to say is what I said in the talk, and that's very important. The pro-life industry, through its incremental legislation that it's put on the books in many states, has actually legalized abortion in these states so that if Roe fell tonight, tomorrow it's still legal in the states because of the pro-life legislation. Because when you say, this should be easy enough for us to hold on to, when you say you can have an abortion in the state of Arizona, but not for the purposes of genetic abnormality, what you're saying is you can have an abortion in the state of Arizona if it's a healthy child. And that's on the books. So when Roe falls, you've got legislation in the states that defines you can kill a baby under 24 weeks. All of that, the only way it's ever going to go away is if you have a bill of equal protection that says human from conception, protect all humans from conception. And so you're going to have two battles. One is Roe, the other one is the pro-life legislation, incremental legislation that's on the books. So